which you're welcome to stay for.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You may learn a lot more about us than you really ever can. Not mandatory.
All right.
You're controlling that, Mike.
Recording, we're good.
What
Okay.
about admitting?
I've got that here.
Okay. All right. Kelly, you should be over beside.
No,
The flowers behind you are gorgeous.
Thank you.
How do you like it so far?
Gorgeous.
Picture perfect.
All right.
Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer. I'm your officiant. You cannot see me, which is fine. Hedda and Jill are the center attraction here. Can everyone hear?
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
You're free to take off your mask.
thank you. A little easier that way.
Yeah.
All right. Let me start. If everyone's ready, it looks like everyone is. Are you going to stand, sit? I want you to be comfortable.
she's gonna take pictures, so
Okay.
she'll probably move around.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Hedda and Jill, I am thrilled and honored to be here to witness, celebrate, and usher in the start of your wedded life. In the midst of
Lost your
death,
voice.
what a year it's been. So much loss, disruption, frustration, illness, and death. Hedda and Joe ask that we take a quiet moment to think of our fellow humans all around the world and the misery that so many are suffering at this time. Okay, back to right here, this moment, right now. This precious present where we are all gathered. How did we get here? I understand that the pandemic and the Bay Area shelter-in-place response are the reasons we're here today. You met last November, started dating in January, once or twice a week, but then you spent 30 days together from mid-April to mid-May in the little house, all 768 square feet of it. That scenario would spell doom for many budding relationships. But by May 15th, you were a couple. And here, 5 months later, you're entering marriage. You got me thinking about marriage and what it looks like. In particular, what it will look like for the two of you. I imagine your marriage will look something like this. Every day will start with gratitude. You will wake up, okay, you get another day. Every day will start at the village corner, maybe not every, but many, where just last Thursday, October 22nd, you, Joe, proposed, and you, Hedda, said, well, yes. Daily walks on Carmel Beach, in your bare feet, of course. Sunsets and ocean waves, reflecting the beauty and energy of your love. Delicious, healthy meals between noon and 8 p.m. though. I understand that's going to be lots of veggies, no sugar. Creating and curating your art of ageless living. Drives out to Carmel Valley and over the spectacular Lorella's Grade in the Mustang, blasting the tunes, not reliving your youth, but growing agelessly. Making a new home together, lives, years, and continents, far from where you each started, but now living together in this house full of your magic, your Casa Magia, and your commitments to your respective families, which are united by your commitment to each other today. Families are complicated, but people of goodwill, over time, eventually find a level that works for them. From
Oh my gosh.
to friendship to kinship. You two each have reverence for your very different histories. You share gratitude for this miraculous present, and you are ready to dive into your bright future with palpable enthusiasm. Joe and Hedda, I understand that some folks refer to you as your two names mashed together, Jeddah. And you have explained to me that if you actually were one person, Jeddah would be 11 feet, 3 inches tall. I imagine your marriage will be a series of vivid vignettes. Apropos of two extroverts, from serious and solemn to upbeat and zany, and each of them enjoyed together. I understand that you got here largely because both of you are inclined to say yes when offered an invitation, or even a challenge. It did take a few extra nudges from Gita Savander and Michael Glass to make that initial connection, but you both showed up. One of you was on time, one of you made an entrance at Homestead Restaurant in Oakland last November 23rd, and you took it from there. So let me challenge you, Hedda and Joe, to always remember that your continued happiness depends, first of all, on you both staying alive, relentlessly committed to your good health and your fitness. Sorry, my throat. You said that you have a lot to live for. In fact, you're planning on at least 30 more years, not counting on it, but planning it. Besides staying alive and well, your real happiness also requires mutual respect, patience, kindness, compassion, and affection. Remember as you pledge your vows to one another that you are giving your impeccable word to be forever after as one inseparable couple, and you shall remain undivided. Above loving each other, more than wanting each other, your union will last and thrive because you are committed to each other. Instead of that first argument, work to resolve your disagreements with dialogue, not diatribe, and choose to make your marriage work. Hedda and Joe remember this moment in time. While you two have lived a combined 150 years before you even met, today is a true milestone. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: a reluctant acquaintance, a New Year's Eve date, a companion, a dancing partner, a lover, even a teacher. For you have learned a lot from each other these past 10 months. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold, and things between you will never be quite the same. For after today, you shall tell the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
Oh, nice.
Please hold each other's hands and face each other.
That's a pretty.
Joseph, if you would repeat after me. Hedda, I swear to you
Hedda, I swear to you,
that I will dedicate my life
I will dedicate my life
from this day forward
from this day forward
to filling our days with adventures and laughter,
to filling our days with adventures and laughter,
with energy and music.
with energy and music.
I will celebrate your spirit
I will celebrate your spirit
and all of your accomplishments.
and all of your accomplishments.
I will work to inspire you
I will work to inspire you
and be here to remind you
and be here to remind you
of your timeless beauty and strength.
of your timeless beauty and strength.
I take you today
I take you today
as my partner,
as my partner,
my confidant,
my confidant,
my other half,
my other half,
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
Hedda, please repeat after me. Joe, I swear to you
Joe, I swear to you
that I will dedicate my life
that I will dedicate my life
from this day forward
from this day forward
to filling our days with beauty and joy,
to filling our days with beauty and joy,
with vitality and nourishment
with vitality and nourishment,
of our bodies and our spirits.
our bodies and our spirit.
I will celebrate your spirit
I will celebrate your spirit
and all of your accomplishments.
and all of your accomplishments.
I will work to inspire you
I will work to inspire you
and be here to remind you
and be here to remind you
I don't know.
of
He
your
doesn't know he's
power
on
and
camera.
strength.
of your power and strength.
I take you today as my partner,
I take you today as my partner,
my
Are you ready?
confidant,
my confidant,
my other half,
my other half,
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
Oh, that bitch.
Joseph, if you would please take the ring for Hedda, and Hedda, please extend your left hand.
Looking for the ring.
You're welcome.
Please place the ring on her finger and then repeat after me.
Ooh, I can see it glowing. from
Hedda, I
here.
give you this ring
I know.
Hedda, I give you this ring
as a public sign of our love.
as a public sign of our love
and of our commitment to each other.
and of our commitment to each other.
I promise to support you,
I promise to support you,
to care for you,
The volume is gone. The volume is gone, guys.
We can only mute ourselves.
Joe and Hedda have muted themselves somehow.
Michael, hold on.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Joe, I give you this ring
Joe, I give you this ring
as a public sign of our love
as a public sign of our love
and of our commitment to each other.
and our commitment to each other.
I promise to support you,
I promise to support you,
to care for you,
to care for you,
and proudly stand alongside you
and proudly stand alongside you
for all of our days.
for all of our days.
Joe and Hedda, may your home be filled with laughter and music, friends, and the warm embrace of a Carmel in late summer day. May you find peace and beauty, challenge and satisfaction, humor and insight, healing and renewal, love and wisdom, as in quiet hearts and fulfilled spirits. May you always feel that what you have is enough. Now that you have given yourselves to each other with solemn vows, the giving and receiving of rings, it is with great joy that I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Joe and Hedda DiNucci, husband and wife. You may kiss.
Yay!
Finally, you may begin your marriage as you began your committed relationship in this house, Virginia, together, your delightful home. And now where your future as a wedded couple will unfold. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, give us a minute to reconnoiter into the dining room and we'll regroup.
Does it feel different now? Yeah,
Oh my God.
somehow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mom.
Thanks, man.
Love you. Congratulations. Welcome to the family.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Marion.
Waste, right?
Just empty, I can look at the
Some
water.
water.
I'd like a little water, good.
His shoes are just hilarious.
Huh?
His shoes are just hilarious. I took a picture of them, but they were black at the time. Thank you.
Okay,
Are you gonna play
So-
cards?
Hedda and Joe, you should stay muted
Thank you.
because that microphone will pick up everything all of us says.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh.
Jennifer, here, why don't you take this chair?
Actually, I just want, are you
Oh,
going to be the
witness?
witness?
Yes.
All right. Now this is forever, remember.
Yeah, don't change your mind.
Am I co-signing alone?
Your signature
Not that.
and then your printed name.
Oh, champagne.
Address, full. And would you like one or two witnesses? You can have one.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Great.
And then I'll do the same.
And same address, you don't need to, or does she?
She does. They're very picky.
Okay.
Line next to it is printed name. And then
address. Thank you. And then I have something very small for you and Joseph.
Mike, can you get the champagne open?
Yeah, you got it. Just leave it there. You get the glasses. Just bring the glasses over the table and I'll bring the bottle.
Here, here. The glasses are here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your lovely ceremony.
Terrible, I started getting a dry.
It happens.
It was nice. It was very nice. Ooh.
Will you guys turn the camera back on or we're gonna stay black?
Oh, we'll come on.
So this is for the two of you. It's something very small. You can have your witnesses sign it. It's your certificate of marriage. But even more, you worked so hard on your vows that I got this.
Oh, you can, oh,
This
it's
is-
beautiful.
For you
Unfortunate.
guys. Yes.
Thank you.
You are very
Really
welcome.
thoughtful.
It has been a pleasure to work with such nice people.
We'll put a nice thing on Yelp for you.
I thank you guys.
Since we found you on Yelp.
Is that where you found me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Thank you,
You
Jennifer.
are very welcome.
You're welcome to stay.
I would love to, but I have to take care of some other
Yeah.
legal matters.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. We'll have them sign.
Enjoy the rest of this.
It's
beautiful
nice
day.
to admit.
I will take this and it will go in the mail tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I think it
Okay.
takes about a week before you can request in person.
Turn your camera back on, Bob,
Certificate.
if it's not on already.
Great. And then you have
In
Go
person.
back.
Yeah. they have to. Certificate first. You have to go in person. Anyone.
yeah.
Time for champagne.
Understand.
All right. Here comes the-
Congratulations.
Here comes the pop.
Here comes the pop.
Nice to meet you.
I want to hear the pops.
Yeah.
There it is.
Kelly got Prosecco here.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful color.
Isn't it beautiful?
Love those glasses.
Yeah, those are really
Yeah,
great
those.
glasses.
Cute.
Marianne, a little.
Thank you.
It's
Just-
Marianne, right?
Yes, I just want a little
Pass.
bit.
Got it.
Like it should take a.
Thank you.
You got
And
it.
it's just a little tradition that I have with all my couples. Wonderful.
All right.
It's old school
Old school
Oh,
Polaroid.
I like these.
and it's fun.
Oh, yeah. All of this stuff magic.
Yeah.
It disappears.
Thanks,
right?
Jennifer. That's really
Bye-bye.
cool.
Bye,
Jennifer.
bye.
Bye.
All right. Did we?
Oh, we
Everybody,
haven't toasted yet.
time for a toast.
I'm honored to be a part of this.
To the
Thank
happy
you.
couple,
Happy couple.
to Joe and Hedda.
Congratulations.
Nothing but blessings,
Mike.
happiness.
Oh, Marianne, I don't think we
Happiness.
clinked.
Thank you. Happiness, long life.
So, long life. What do the Italians say, Mike?
Centani,
Centani.
Yeah.
100 years.
Gintani.
Centani, 100 years.
Oh.
But you may want to check in the top right corner, see if there's anybody still under with admit that.
Yeah, there's IRWC. Hi, Carol. There's Carol.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Hi, David.
How you doing, Hedda? Hello.
Hi, Beth. Hi, Geeta. Hi, Atia. Hi, Matt. Hi, Mira.
Hi, cheers.
Wow, this is
Colette,
cool.
Nina.
Ed Mail's in the dark. Mary's iPad is in the dark. That's because Robert is typically in the dark.
There's 25 people on total.
All right, super. So thank you all for sharing some of your Sunday with us. As I said, we have to get this wrapped up because the Cowboys-Eagles game is on this afternoon. Our cousin is starting quarterback, so we can't miss that. Now we have something to do on our wedding night. Watch Monday Night Football.
By the way, we muted everybody during the ceremony. So now you're all muted. So go ahead and unmute yourself
Yeah, you
to
can
share. Bottom left corner, click the microphone that has a red line to unmute yourself because I muted all the crosstalk during the ceremony.
Because this
Hi-
is being
hi, Donna.
recorded.
Hi, Randy.
Hi. Say it again.
Hi, Ann Tomas and Liz. Oh, hey, there's the little guy.
Hello.
Hi, Ann. How you doing?
Congratulations, guys.
Joining.
Well, do it then.
There's Cheryl. Hi, Stevie. There's Mike Malone.
Mhm.
Wow.
There's Atia and Matt and Mary.
I don't need
I
it.
thought it was free beer. Look at all these people.
Atia and Matt are muted. You guys are muted. Atia, oh, there they are.
Okay.
Dog was barking.
Dog was barking.
All right.
Oh, yeah, thank you. You're down to one dog, right? I don't understand. Jeez.
We're down to one dog, thank God.
Okay,
Doing her job, doing her job.
so,
Cheryl, so nice to meet you.
yes. Start that. So I think we'd like to start. The bride has something to say,
Do I unmute?
as usual.
No.
No.
She said she loves hearing me talk, and I asked her, how would you know? But that's an inside joke. Okay.
You got your
My
match.
dearest husband, this is one of the most magical days of my life. And it started with hesitation to want to even meet each other. We both thought, oh gosh, no interest, not my type. But then came the invitation to Shenyang. How we enjoyed the first date, 9 hours, and how we enjoyed sharing our life stories and getting a glimpse of each other's personalities and outlook on life. The world around us started to change dramatically, and how ironic it sounds, but thanks to COVID, I had to close my beautiful new spa, not knowing at that point it would be forever. Then I had the time to accept your invitation to spend time with you in Carmel, and a new path opened up, so magical. We fell in love with each other, so overwhelmingly touching for both of us. I have found in you the most romantic, loving, caring husband I wish every woman could find. The world would be a living paradise. You have become my sunny universe of love, trust, and magic to me. Your incredible joy for life, and our laughing, dancing, singing, our harmonious decision-making on how we designed our love nest. The delicate dance of love between our souls leaves us daily in deep gratitude to have found each other. From, oh no, what is Gita thinking? To the blessing to have found my true soulmate. I love you with all that I am. And I will love you and cherish our love for as long as we are blessed to walk this magnificent world together.
You have to get a kiss for that. All right, thank you, Heather. As many of you know, when the refrigerator door opens and a light comes on, I do 5 minutes, so I can't have an audience like this and not say something. So here's my thought. It is a milestone day. I love being married. I know a lot about being married, and I want to be married. I knew back in May this year, just like in April of 1961, on my second date with Linda, this is someone I want to spend my life with. So getting married at 77, actually 77 and 11/12, because I'll be 78 next month. Is that a triumph of enthusiasm over common sense? Not really. There's a guy named George Poteet. He's one of my heroes. He's a senior citizen, just like me, but he just went 470 miles an hour, propelled by a big block Chevy V8 across the Bonneville Salt Flats. Now, I drive a small block Ford V8, which tops out at 165. That's 305 miles less. But hey, George is only 72, and I'm 77, 5 years older. And I just married Hedda Adler, and my experience is that that's a hell of a lot more exciting than going 470 miles an hour, and much more environmentally friendly. Next topic, family. Thank you to Colette and her family in Germany for welcoming me. And thanks to my family, David and Michael and Kelly, Jack, Kate and Courtney, Mary and Jim in Florida, Joanne and Gordon in North Carolina, Bethy, Susan, Ed in Pittsburgh, my sisters-in-law, Carol, Janet, Nancy, Susan. My gratitude to each of you for opening your arms and your hearts to Hedda and me as our relationship has grown. Lots of honest, authentic emotions. And now here we are. Last topic. How did this happen? You've all heard too tall, too glamorous. Tall, yes. I figure I'll get a stepladder as needed. Glamorous, let's just say, not all the time. One of the magical superpowers of Hedda Adler is, yes, she is extremely glamorous, but not all the time. And she does not take herself all that seriously. I think it happened because we're both open to possibility. I think it happened because we're both essentially entrepreneurs. That is, we are willing to try things. We're willing to try things and deal with whatever happens and not worry about not trying because it might not work out. We're open to learn. So I'd say we're not a triumph of optimism over common sense. We're a triumph of optimism and confidence over endless analysis. I am simply ecstatic about being here. So I say to my bride, my wife, salute. Cent'anni.
Danny. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The floor is now open.
Oh, it's already.
We join you. Oops, small problem.
It's the cork broke.
The cork broke. There'll be a small interruption at this end.
My sister, what's happening?
Oops.
My sister Marianne, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my sister Marianne
You're muted.
created a gift for us, and I think she'd like to share it.
She's muted, Pop.
Jim, you guys are muted. Unmute yourself.
This is a 2020 wedding.
Very 2020.
Muted? Can you hear us? You're muted.
Can you hear me?
True.
You just dropped off. There they are.
Jim, you have to unmute.
Jim, you're muted.
Lower left corner, unmute. Still muted.
Cheers, brother.
It might be at the top if they're on the iPad.
Oh, okay, maybe it's at the top.
All they have to do is touch the screen and wherever
Right.
the line through the microphone.
That's tasty.
Dave, can you talk them through it?
I sent them a chat.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, there's a chat.
The hosts can unmute other people as well.
Yeah, Mike, can't you do it?
I'm not the host. Pop, find them in the participant list and
see.
unmute their microphone on the right side.
How many people?
We all right now?
There you go, I unmuted
There
you.
you go.
All
All
right.
right.
That's the
Okay,
first
good.
word we've heard.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All
Now,
right. We're on. Go ahead, hon.
All righty. Hello,
Turn
Gracie.
your volume
I
up.
see her there in the corner.
It's that diamond.
I'm the person that massed your
No.
names together.
Mary. Yeah, that was
Can you
nice.
hear us?
Yes.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
okay.
Alrighty.
Mary, introduce yourself.
Okay, Marianne Napoleon here. I'm the person that massed your names together. So this gift poem is called Jeddah. Night-long moonlight guides your path, hides all threat. Together you join your lives with laughter. Elegant from hats to limber legs, cooking with nature, ageless oils, life minus medicine. Young brother, driving through tears, now smiling. Dear Hedda, dear Joe, welcome to our world where you shine like full moonlight. Happy marriage.
Thank you so much. Oh, gosh. So beautiful.
That's beautiful, Mary.
Marianne.
Thank you. Yeah, Mary Ann is my sister. She lives in Pensacola, Florida, where she enjoys the white sand beach and her, 60-year marriage to Jim.
Yeah.
Yes.
He traveled a lot.
That was a pretty snarky comment about traveling a lot.
Yeah.
My sister just told me a story about my mother, which I never knew, which was back in the day. My parents were married for
41 years.
41 years.
Yeah.
Until my mother died at age 66. But my dad, one day, I never heard this before, he came down from taking a nap and he walks down the steps and he says, "Wow, I feel like a new man." And my mother says, "I know how you feel."
So do I.
One of the best jokes, yeah.
You blew the punchline.
What did Uncle Ed say?
Yeah.
I feel like a new man.
I feel
And-
like a new man. And Aunt
Yeah.
Agnes said, so
That
do
was
I.
Aunt Agnes.
So do I, yeah.
Did I blow the punchline, Mary?
You
Yeah,
did.
you
You
did.
blew it, yeah.
That's okay.
That's
Remember, I
okay.
didn't.
Close enough.
They got it.
No problem. This could go on all night.
Oh, no, I can't. We got football at 5 o'clock. So
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Steelers Ravens are on right now.
yikes.
Yeah.
21-17 Steelers.
I'm waiting for our Big Ben. I can wait.
Wedding.
Oh, that looks good, Joanne. What are you drinking? Champagne.
Prosecco.
There.
Yes.
Get us a drink.
Lovely. Lovely.
Well, I'm glad it's, late in the afternoon. I'll probably take it.
Fall asleep. Yeah, you'll fall asleep.
By the way, we have to acknowledge superlative IT tech support from Mike DiNucci. If it wasn't
Very good.
in here, we would have been, this would have been completely blank, completely black, and completely mute.
Oh, dear God.
I'll bet Mike does a lot of Zooming.
Yeah. So
Do you know we're here?
Yeah, Joe, if it hadn't been for Mike, the wedding would have been more virtual than you wanted it to be, right?
yeah.
Oh, no.
See how we all have to adjust, and not such a big deal, right?
Well, Dolly Parton said that what separates us from the animals is our ability to accessorize, which Hedda and my son David embody that totally. I would also add, I think what also separates us from the animals is our ability to adapt. Some animals adapt pretty well, but I think we both get a black belt in adaptation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a word from Germany? Let's hear from somebody across the pond in the old country.
Old country?
I don't know. It's brand new to me.
Nina is Hedda's granddaughter, and Colette is her daughter. That's Colette.
Lovely.
Hello.
Oh, lovely.
And here's Julian.
Julian.
Hello. Oh, wonderful. My grandson Julian, he's 19.
Oh, lovely. How nice.
A soccer star.
And here is Stefan.
Stefan.
My son-in-law.
Hi, Stefan.
Congratulations.
Thank
you.
Thank you, sir.
Very good.
And Annika.
Edison to be woozy.
Hi, Annika.
Nice to meet you.
Nice. Hello.
Hello there.
And we have Robert Cumberford and Francoise in their home in France, in southern France, in the Dordogne region.
Wow.
Here.
Thank you, Robert. Hi,
Hi, Francois.
Francois.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
Thank you for joining.
Can't see everyone.
We have two veteran journalists on here.
Bonsai, ehrlich. Kannst du mir Dach sagen?
Robert pretty much invented automotive journalism, and Michael Malone pretty much invented technology journalism. So we're honored to have two journalists, wordsmiths here.
Wow.
Right.
Lovely.
Right. I remember the first time at TIA, we sent some feedback back to Robert about an article he wrote for our first book. And she said something about an edit. And Robert wrote back and he said, Atia, I'm a writer. I know an edit from a rewrite when I see one.
Oh my gosh.
That's my business partner, Atia Dwyer, and her husband, Matt, and her daughter, Mira. They're in Oakland, California.
Everyone, this is a lot more fun than I expected. This is great. Actually, you're getting a lot of the same feelings and able to meet all you and watch this incredible thing, Joe.
Yeah.
There they are.
Beautiful.
And it's a lot cheaper.
Maybe starting a trend, Joe.
Yeah.
This is fun.
We are keeping the cost under my first wedding, which cost $400. Swear to God, $400, because my dad gave us $1,000 when we got married. We needed $600 to go on our honeymoon in New York City for 4 days, if you can imagine. Well, an upgraded room at the brand new New York Rockefeller Center Hilton was $28. That's when
oh my God.
This is in 1864. Anyway, 1964. But so far, I think we kept it under that. Hedda's bouquet,
The good old days.
Hedda's bouquet and my boutonniere, $12. Flowers from Safeway, and a little ingenuity. Girl knows how to. I'll tell you, these German girls, they know how to do stuff.
That's my first thing, and I'm
beer.
best about it, so I have to admit.
Could be another career path for you.
But then also he said, "Okay, our budget, $400,
For the whole
and
wedding.
I'm 2 pennies below that. Yay!
Yay for you. Good for Hedda.
Very thrifty.
Love it.
I wish I knew how to work this.
Please introduce Gita.
Oh, Gita, where's Gita?
So
Wait.
Yeah, I'm happy to
There she is.
meet you both, and I'm so glad that I am as stubborn as I am to actually force you two to meet each other. Yes.
It's a good thing your German side overpowered your Swedish side, and you really. There was like no way. I mean, resistance was futile. I said, I am not interested in her. She's 7 feet tall for one thing. You know, she's 73 years old. Why would I be interested in her? She said, you're coming to this. She's like Yoda. You're coming to this dinner in Oakland. I'd say, but here I have to get my nails done. You're coming to this dinner in Oakland. She did the same thing to Hedda. But I also have to pronounce Gita is very particular. It's not Gita, it's Gita.
Thank
Salander.
you. Strong T, exactly.
Right. Thank
It
you.
was well pronounced during the ceremony as well. I was really surprised. Thank you for making that work.
yeah,
Well, if it wasn't for
Thanks for
COVID
Mike.
and Gita and
Yeah.
Michael, we wouldn't be here.
yeah, Michael. Yeah.
So thank you.
So we would have been lost. But you know, this is the beauty of our generation is we don't know as much, but luckily we have always a background. There's David, there's Michael. There are people who are really up to technology. That's my next step. I don't want to be roadkill for I'm pretty okay, but I want to be good at it. So that's my next big job.
That's a leap we have to make.
Oh,
that's
I
for
know.
sure.
I have a good teacher, luckily.
I would have to also give a shout out to my teacher and sensei, Carol, and my master teacher, Sarta Chala. Carol and Sarta, if you could wave so they see where you are. So Sarta is up in San Rafael. Carol, where are you guys? Are you up at the shingle mill or where's Carol? There she is.
We are up in Shingle
Shingle Mill.
Yes, we're fortunate. Still here in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and we're
Oh,
looking out at half the ridge that burned, but through grace, it did not
Oh
fully
my.
burn.
Well, through
Yeah,
grace, and I understand heroic effort by David and his crew to save Shingle Mill. Shingle Mill is what, David?
yes.
The oldest residential dwelling in the county of San Mateo? But anyway, you saved it.
State of California, I think.
How close did the fire get to you guys?
It was 2 miles away when they put it away. When they finally got it out, it was 2 miles away.
That was pretty
The
frightening.
2 miles,
wow.
because it races up faster than it races down.
That was
Yeah,
terrible.
So, yeah.
Thank you, David.
Oh, yeah, they got cameras on each of them individually.
Congratulations, you two.
Love you.
Sergeant Aya senseis could not be happy
At least
to
two.
see beautiful. So happy.
Congratulations and
Falling out of my hand.
Thank you, Sarda. Thank you,
Very
Carol.
special.
Sarda actually, one of the things she taught me in coaching school was that I didn't have to be the ringmaster. I didn't have to grab the microphone. I could just take it off the table. And I'm trying very hard, Sarda. It's hard, but I'm trying to learn.
doing just fine, Joe.
Thank you, Sarda.
That was sort of too.
You're aware.
Doing his
And
best.
your voice is always welcome.
Oh, that's all I need to hear. Thank you. David, what's going on in Pittsburgh?
So we're finally into some cool weather, but this is a unique opportunity for me since, of course, I was not present at your first wedding. So it's an honor to be here. Your best man.
Your mom was a good girl. There's no babies at the wedding.
It was at least 9 months, I'm sure. Even if she smoked while she was pregnant with me. It was a different time then. Anyway, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to my dad and Hedda. I couldn't be happier for him to have found such a like-minded partner and someone who he still obviously has such a wonderful time with. Him and I went through the darkest of days together, side by side, and to see him come out the other side of that and it makes me jealous. Everyone else is miserable in 2020. This guy's having his best year, banner year.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's unfortunate that we have to do this remotely, but I do look forward to having the chance to see and meet the rest of Hedda's family that I haven't had the chance to meet in person. And I'm so happy to see all the old friends and my dearest friend Donna and her mother who are joining us from Los Angeles. Thank you for being
Donna's
here.
mother.
Yeah, Donna. So Donna and I were there at the onset of my dad and Hedda's relationship, and have had the chance to join them for several lovely dinners, and we appreciate the hospitality from both sides. So I hadn't planned on saying this much. My apologies. Like my dad, brevity is not my strong suit. But I'll hold you apart, and I wish you nothing but the best, and at least another 30 years of happiness. So congratulations.
And John.
We're shooting for it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Matt, Joe's business partner.
Where's my brother?
He's hiding behind the camera.
I'm sure he has a few words as my co-best man.
Yes, I didn't say that out loud. I want to say that I have best men. My number one son, David, and my number two son, Michael. Only and
makes him look weird.
Michael represented the brothers. David, of course, is in Pittsburgh. And the day we announced we were going to get married, he said, "I'll drive across country. I'll be there." And I asked him to not risk his health. It's just this time is too dangerous. So
right,
respected that. So
right.
We wish you were here, Dave.
Yep, me too.
We are planning though,
with
lots of goodwill and lots of energy sending out there that Oleg, Nina, Stefan, Julian, and Philip are coming next year around July, and we can have a gathering. And if that's still not working, we wait another year. There's always time for having a party
Right.
and being joyful, happy. So
As we said,
it will come.
we're planning on
When-
30 years, so
Yeah.
we'll get it in there sometime.
Right. When we don't know, but we are having it. One day when the world is relaxing a little more. So
Right.
we'll see. We'll see.
See who else we've got here.
Malone, are you in Oregon or where are you? Oh, you're muted.
I think you went home.
Yeah, Mike's not on anymore.
No, I'm on.
No, he's there.
Oh, he is.
Hi, Mike. Michael Malone is the most published writer in Silicon Valley. I've known him since 1990 when he wrote a book called Going Public, chapter 11, and almost got me fired because he quoted me as accurately as saying something really horrible about a guy who happened to be CEO of our largest customer. In the book, quote, Jack Shields, the meanest Machiavellian son of a bitch hard ass I ever met, the only man at digital I was afraid of. When I saw that in the manuscript, I said, Malone, that has to come out. He goes, Joe, the books are already printed. Sorry, pal. You said it, I had you on record. That's before I understood about being interviewed by the media. And so we've been friends ever since, and God bless him. He's been priceless to T and I and our Silicon Valley Press efforts and so on.
Congratulations, Joe. You look younger than me right now. You got 10 years on me, and you look younger right now. I was feeling ancient today because I've just been told they're reprinting The Big Score, the first book.
Awesome.
And they start putting out memorial editions for you. That's usually
Good.
It's nice to see you guys looking so youthful. You've raised my spirits.
Plus, I want to also give Mike a thank you. He dedicated one of his recent books to Linda, which was really, really touching. It was really sweet. Thank you, Michael.
Yep.
And Cheryl's done amazing work with us. She makes the T and I look good every day. Cheryl is, according to Mike Malone, who would know, having published 25 books, that she's the best editor he has ever met. So where are you, Cheryl?
I don't know. I know where I am on my screen.
Okay.
My upper left, second, yeah. On the bingo grid. I'm under I. Congratulations, you two. And thank you for sharing this day with us all. I can feel it through the screen. Your words are beautiful. And your commitment is so clear. And your energy and the light between you is just lovely. It's broadcasting all over the world. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, Cheryl. I see Tika Dwyer has just joined the party up at Tia's house. The world's largest dog.
Yeah.
World's smallest horse or largest dog. I don't know which
Here's
she
the
is.
smallest, and then where's the biggest?
Oh, there's Daisy. Hi, Daisy.
I figured Daisy had to be there.
Oh, there's Gracie.
Daisy
Gracie,
is
yeah.
smaller than Tika's head.
They're talking about you.
Oh.
As Jack Palance said to Billy Crystal at the Oscars, I crap bigger than that. That's not very polite, but he did say that. You can look it up.
Yeah,
National
in the movie. Right.
He did.
There's my cousin Beth
Hi, Joe.
and her
And I have
husband
Susan.
Jimmy. Hi, guys.
And I have Susan on FaceTime on my phone.
Sue Mal.
Wonderful.
Beth and Sue are sisters, and Beth is the best cook in the state of Pennsylvania, if not the east of the Mississippi. Homemade spaghetti to literally, you'd give a kidney for a plate of that spaghetti.
Thank you.
Sue Mal has two superpowers. One, she makes the best pizzelles in the world. And second of all, simply the single funniest human being I've ever known in my life. Everything constantly surprises her. I mean, she is, what? There's water under a bridge? I didn't know that. I didn't know a bridge went under water. I wouldn't say she's crazy. I'd just say she is, there's some distance between her and most people's perception of reality, but it makes her a lot of fun to be around.
Yeah, right.
And if we ever have a real party, she'll be there. In fact, at Michael's wedding in 2017, Mike and Kelly, she led the conga line, which was quite a thing. She had CEOs and venture capitalists and all these hotshot high-tech guys just losing their shit doing the conga line. Am I right?
Right. That's true. Yeah.
And she's a great friend of
shy
my
to
son,
do
David.
stand up.
Congratulations, if you can hear me.
Can you
Yes.
hear her? She said, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Speak English.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we can hear
Yes, congratulations from me and Jimmy too. Yes.
My sister-in-law, Susan in Cleveland, wave Susan, and her husband, John.
This Susan.
Oh,
I
that's
would never
Hey,
recognize.
that's Joanne.
That's Linda's youngest sister.
Yeah. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Sis.
you.
Sis. Hi, John.
Hi, Joe.
John, how come you're getting time off to not be out doing something with the kids or breaking the leaves? Or
Oh, my shift was done at 2:20 today.
Your shift was done.
Yeah, my kid watching shift.
Those two are going straight to heaven. They're raising their 3 great grandchildren. It's quite.
Oh, my.
Wow.
God bless.
Hope so. We got to get something out of this.
Make it worthwhile.
And now to really light up the room, I'd like to recognize my friend, my oldest and best friend, Robert Badami. Who is,
There he is. Don.
Sorry, the other way.
Where's Robert?
Robert, have you got anything to share with the group? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Next. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Robert. Can I
Yes.
tell you how I met Robert?
No, don't even go there. No, just
Where's me?
yeah. I could see
Maybe
your idea of a simple affair was morphed into something else, which hardly surprises me. But anyway, congratulations to the both of you. Mary's somewhere along the line. Mary's iPad died, so I'm speaking for both of us.
Oh, too bad. Robert, you know how you always told me that less is more?
Yeah, that's all you're getting. Talk to you later.
Hedda and I
love it.
Less is more is bullshit. That isn't true. It isn't true for us. More is more for us, right?
More is
I don't know
more.
what to answer to that. I really don't. But we will discuss this, what he really meant by it.
Yeah, what I really meant. Ed Mal, you look pretty glum for a guy whose team is winning. That's my godson, Ed Malinowski. He's also my first cousin.
Correct. Or losing.
Baby. The Steelers are losing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Third down? Is it third down again?
But we're driving.
No, we're driving. So for people that aren't from Pittsburgh, you have to understand, if you're from Pittsburgh, you're never from Pittsburgh. I mean, you can leave Pittsburgh like I did, but you're still from Pittsburgh. And so if
Exactly.
the Steelers are playing, that's kind of an energy force that sort of subsumes everything else. So Ed is kind of glum right now because the Steelers are behind, but they'll come back. You know they'll beat the Ravens.
No, I'm not too worried about that.
Okay.
I'm getting anxious for the game later tonight.
Yeah, for Ben DiNucci. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be watching that one.
All of us.
Hey, Jack and Roberta Landers up in Redwood City. So Jack and I go back 40 years next year. That was the year we met, the year he didn't invite me to his wedding. But he did invite Linda and I to be godparents for their daughter, Chelsea, which was quite an honor. And Chelsea is now 52. No, how old is Chelsea?
Hillary.
Hillary, Joe.
Hillary.
Hillary.
God. I had the wrong Clinton.
31.
Which, by the way, 1 L, not 2 L's.
Hillary's 31.
She is 31 years old.
So Jack is my inspiration. Jack is about 2 years younger than me, which makes him about 8 years younger than God. And the guy in his 70s keeps knocking off high-tech jobs. He gets these 30-year-old CEOs to say, we got to have you in our company. He is freaking amazing. He's still in the fight. And Roberta is a master artist. I can't even describe how beautiful her artistic hand is. It's amazing. We've been friends for a long time.
we are both so honored to have been here, Joe, today, and we want to congratulate you and Hedda for this wonderful decision that you made, and it's absolutely unbelievable, and we feel so good for the both of you, and wish you another 40 years at least. 40.
Yes.
Yes.
40.
Now you're talking.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Atia, we haven't heard from you.
Well, I have to say that you indeed met your match.
Yeah, the background there is we had our first double date back in February. Atia and Matt made us at the Lake Chalet in Oakland, a really beautiful restaurant. We had a 3-hour dinner, and Hedda and Matt went off to use the restrooms. And Atia slides over and she goes, "You have met your match, buddy. Don't fuck this up." That's what she said.
I love it. I love it.
We are, we are still guessing, Atia, how the heck did
Nobody.
you then?
Yeah.
We
didn't know it then.
far away from each other.
Amazing. I mean, we always love spending time with you, and
Very
it's
much.
never enough.
It's never boring, I'll tell you that.
Vice versa.
Between Hedda and Matt, they could make turnips talk. I mean, these people, if there's anybody within voice range, they're in the conversation. It's unbelievable.
Time's up, I guess. Huh?
Oops.
Uh-oh. What happened? What happened?
Somebody's sharing their screen.
Hi, Crystal. Hi.
Who?
No. What happened?
Something happened.
Oh, that's Robert Comerford's screen.
Okay.
Oh, I've screwed up.
You pushed the wrong button, Robert.
Thanks.
Yeah, I guess. What do I do to get out of it, David?
I don't even have us anymore.
So, Robert, this is David. If you
Very
go
good.
You too.
if you go to the
Quite sweet compared with champagne.
Well, that's why I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
Robert, if you go to the top of the screen, there's a pull-down menu that says View Options, and you should be able to hide your full screen, which is what we're viewing right now.
Okay.
Hover put your up a little higher if it's the same place it is on my screen.
Sounds like going through the board with webinar.
Or maybe as the host, you can override his screen.
Yeah, Pop, can you get on?
Shut me
Yeah,
out.
we're able to override
Here,
his
view options, I see.
view.
Label anybody.
Let's see, stop participant sharing. Okay,
There we go.
there we go.
Oh, there you
Okay.
are.
Thanks, Michael.
You're back.
You're back.
Thanks, man.
Yay.
You're back.
One
You're
thing
back.
I would have to ask Michael, besides, I didn't invite you for IT support, so I thought you might have, give you the microphone.
Where's that guy?
There he is.
There he is.
I'm thrilled that you make each other so happy, and I wish you nothing but a lifetime of laughter and joy, success, blessings. You've built a successful life together quickly in a really bad year for the world, and you made something really amazing out of it. So I commend you for that. A lot of it has happened very quickly. It's been a little dizzying, but you clearly just adore each other, and that's very, it's just gratifying to see.
Yeah.
So I am glad that you found somebody that makes you happy, makes you laugh, and that you seem to do the same for Hedda. I've known you my entire life. I've known Hedda for a very short time. You're both incredibly alike. In this case, opposites didn't attract mirror images attracted. So I hope that you have decades and decades together. You know, you both live a very healthy lifestyle. I don't see any reason why you can't both live well into your hundreds, side by side, making each other laugh, walking on the beach, doing exactly what you want to do. And if the true definition of success is not how much money you have in the bank, but instead living the life you want to live, then both of you should be commended for being extremely successful and joining together into something beautiful.
Yes.
Kelly and I say congratulations to you both. We're thrilled that you make each other so happy, and we're very happy for you.
Thank you.
And Hedda, welcome to the family.
Thank
Thank you.
Very nice.
Marion.
Yeah.
Um,
Marion in the picture.
Marion lives across the street from the little house on Dolores in Carmel. And she and her husband Jay moved in, 10 years ago? And she lost Jay some years back. 3 years ago, but she's still chugging along. And she and Hedda have really found their tribe. So we're delighted to have Marion come. She was our photographer today. And the thing I love about Marion above everything else is she's 7 years older than me, which I think is really cool.
Looks 17 years younger.
She's 17 years younger.
Photo of David. He's got his little avatar up.
Oh, yes. More hair than you do.
Yeah, you have way more hair. And she made a big stink in Carmel about a month ago. Well, 3 months ago. We were in the little house. We hadn't moved in here yet. And all of a sudden we hear sirens and lights, and we look out, and there's a full-size fire truck and an EMT vehicle in front of Marion's house, which means it's in front of our house. So we waited and watched and waited and watched, and nobody's coming out. So we called Marion, what's going on? She goes, oh, nothing. I just chopped the tip of my finger off while I was making dinner.
Oh my.
I almost suggested she find a different weight loss program. That's fine.
It's still sore.
It's still sore.
See, Marion, you don't actually.
Keep an eye on that dinner.
I'll give you all your lines, Marion. Marion, welcome to our
Family.
Got so
I've
much-
always wanted to
You want to
be.
be Italian?
Exactly. How did you know what I was going to say? I've always wanted to be an Italian. Instead, guess what? I'm German.
She was sprechen with she was sprechen with Hedda.
Ich kann ein bisschen sprechen.
My daughter will love that, my granddaughter. Yeah. Colette, can you and Nina, can you guys understand? We meet each other and she brings some hors d'oeuvres over. And I'm just thinking of it.
Hors d'oeuvres were leftover pieces of steak from the night before. It was pretty cool.
And
With toothpicks.
With toothpicks, yeah, she did that.
Yeah, right.
And I thought, we Germans would do, right? So then I'm asking
Don't waste
her.
anything.
And then, you know, when you have a German root together, that's very bonding here in America.
Oh, yeah.
Say.
You know, when you hook up with a woman born the year the war ended, 1946, this woman leaves nothing on her plate. Nothing. It was told her early that if there's food in front of you, you eat it. Every scrap.
Nothing could be wasted. And isn't it interesting when we are introduced to these cultural happenings? And then, of course, my parents starving through the war, there was not a breadcrumb my mother accepted on the table. And for this day, nobody paid much attention to it. But he said, oh my gosh, the plate is empty.
We take
It'll
her plate
always
after
be
dinner.
empty.
I took her plate and put it back in the closet. It doesn't do
Lick
Let's clean. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he makes fun of it, but you know, in a way, it's a very good thing to not waste, even though I was
Thanks.
lucky enough to have not experienced to be in a distress like that. But whatever we learn as children,
Let's stick.
just is ingrained in us, isn't it? People make fun of it for the rest of our marriage, and that's perfectly fine.
Bon, c'est deux sur l'écran. Deux semaines et on va.
People will be glad to know that Hedda has almost broken me of my childhood habit, which I communicated about a month ago, of licking my fingers.
Oh, my
And we
God.
would go to Vesuvio and have ribs, which are pretty delectable. Not even pretty, they're delectable. And of course, they're sticky and your fingers get all sticky. And of course, they're finger looking good. Well, not, I mean, absolutely, that's not going to happen. If I get, she goes, so David, you'll be pleased that I'm starting to break the habit of looking.
I was going to say you never would abide by my rules, which were illegally enforced upon you. So.
What's funny is when would be at Mike and Kelly's house, and just to freak it out, Kelly would lick an apple or something and put it back in the bowl.
Not cool.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. They make fun of my germophobia.
Donna, welcome to our party.
I'm so happy for you guys. Best wishes. I'm so glad to take part of this.
You had your mom there.
Yes, I did.
That's really cool. I like your haircut. That's
Thank
neat.
you.
And it's all one color.
It is. It's close to natural. Donna is my dearest friend that lives in Los Angeles, and her mother was kind enough to join us for a minute and get to see the proceedings today. So thanks for being there.
Last holidays, David and I realized we could not face the holidays in Saratoga without Linda, so we packed up and flew to Pittsburgh, which was quite an adventure. And the Malinowskis and everybody welcomed us, and we had so much fun. We got to see my cousin Ben play his last college game in Virginia, and Donna came with. Well, the weather was one shock, but I think the real shock was, how can I put this? Sue Malinowski at an 11. I think nobody has ever seen anything quite like that, and I don't know if she'll ever do the same. But we really had fun introducing her to the world of Pittsburgh culture. It's quite different from Los Angeles, I must say.
Dear God.
Say that again.
Dear God, right. So anyway, it's been really fun to celebrate with you guys. We couldn't be happier. Anyone have anything else they'd like to get off their chest or say? Or
I'd like to say something. So Hedda, all the years that I've just had the privilege to watch your relationship with my wife and your business relationship, and also learn as a husband and be reminded, a great example to me. And all the times I've spent with you, I never went back Monday morning and said, damn it, I really miss Joe. When Jeddah together, I woke up in the morning, I said, my God, I miss those guys, that energy. The two of them combined, they're a super force. So I actually got up and I wanted to text you, I miss you guys, but you don't want to say, with emojis, but I thought, what an energy. And either you see it or you don't. You guys are amazing, especially, my relationship with Hedda. I don't know what it is. It's interesting how we've connected, and I just love you guys. I could not be happier. I could not agree more. Beautiful.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Lovely.
Two comments. One, at that dinner when Atia said you've met your match, about an hour into that dinner, Matt looked across the table at Hedda and he goes, and now understand, here's the context. Matt is 100% Irish. He is pure Irish. If he ever steps into the sun, he turns into a lobster, right? He looks at
He's Swedish.
Yeah, he looks at Hedda and he says, you are the whitest human being I've ever seen.
I have to say I have like Tourette's, and I said, my God. Look.
Tourette's, that's right.
I love it. I love it.
I could not say it. I had to say it.
And on the Jeddah thing, two funny things. My sister Mary sent me this beautiful poem on Thursday or Friday morning, I think it came, from her roost down in Pensacola, Florida. And she read it to y'all. It's just really put me off. And I know that she invented that name. But what she doesn't know is that on Monday night or Monday night, Atia and Hedda and I had dinner down at the bottom, down near the Mission in Carmel with a book client. He's a 79-year-old doctor whose book we were doing on their work on, it doesn't matter what the book's about, but he's a very interesting guy. So we're sitting around a 6-person table. And we're talking about national bread, and his wife's name is Eddie. She's from Japan. So they call themselves Freddie. And Atia just he goes, Hedda or Jeddah. You guys are Jeddah, right?
Yeah.
First time I ever heard it. So
So you're gonna have to buy
we'll have to
one.
give double attribution to
A Jeddah.
Mary Ann
Jeddah.
for the Jeddah.
You're gonna have to buy a Volkswagen Jetta.
Yeah.
It's DDA.
Yeah, we're DDA.
A Jetta.
Oh.
Yeah,
Should be. Should be intimidating.
Volkswagen makes a Jeddah, I'll buy one.
Okay. Wasn't that Star Wars? Jedi.
The Jedi. Oh, yeah. No.
That's why I suggested Joda, so get the age thing in there too.
You were outvoted 1-1 by Hedda.
Yeah.
I admit Jeddah has some ring to it.
Third ring, yeah.
That's a Jetta. Yeah.
Yodai sounds pretty
Jodai. It's pretty good.
Jodai.
Anyway,
No, Jetta's better.
Anything else from Germany? You quiet, soft-spoken Germans? Colette, we have not heard a word from you.
I know, I'm not very talkative.
Not like your mother.
I was gonna say it. But I was holding back.
Why they get along so well.
Wait a second. You just held the whole meeting and just made the clearest point. That was beautiful. Well done. Perfect.
I still got them, but
It's delightful. We really enjoyed every second. And
It's so remarkable because in my mother's generation, and they came from Germany, and they could barely write to their relatives, let alone see pictures of them.
live video with
Yeah. I mean, it is just incredible.
It is.
You know, if I share that with you, my sister, 3.5 years younger, she has no cell phone, they have no computer, they don't know to get along with anything. And they are just happy in their own created world, and they let all the technology go by. And it's like, oh, you could have been here today. No, they can't. So, you know, it's really
That's amazing. Yeah.
It really is.
It is wild and wonderful, as long as we remember who's the master and who's not. And I think the bad thing happens when we end up slave to the machines, and the joy of just turning them off once in a while.
I have to get it first on. Game's probably over.
Anyway. But not having a cell phone, you almost sound like Mike Malone. He is the lowest tech journalist on the planet Earth, that's for sure.
Darn right.
And it works, you know.
Yeah, if you want to get Malone's attention,
today.
send up a smoke signal or something. Or
Right.
well, Atia learned that if she puts $4 signs in the subject line of an email, he's much more likely to respond in real time.
That's also true.
He is coin operated.
There comes the creativity. How to go on.
That bookshelf is CNN ready. That bookshelf is out. Yes, and your whole look, everything, perfect.
Well, and Michael read one of the books of all time that I love called The Guardian of All Things. And I recommend it to so many people. It's just a beautiful book.
And like most authors' favorite books, it probably sold the least of all of them.
Well,
I love that.
I bought as many as I could, Michael. I did love that book. It was very good.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Mike's been a great friend of ours for a long time. And one of my favorite moments was about 5 years ago. We sent a proposal to Malin Burnham in San Diego, who's a billionaire philanthropist. probably one of the most famous people in San Diego. And we put this proposal together to write his book. And I said, it's written by Malone. And so Malin called me the next day. He's 90 years old. And he said, very comprehensive proposal. I'd like to move forward. He said, well, I have a question though. He said, you mentioned a Mike Malone. He said, I just bought a book at the holidays called The Intel Trinity by a Michael S. Malone. I bought it because Wall Street Journal said it was the best business of 2014. Any connection? I said, it's the same guy. He goes, that's who's going to write my book. I said, yeah, that's who's going to write your book. He goes, why would he do that? I said, because he loves a great story. You have a great story. He's a fabulous writer. And he said, well, Joe, you guys are putting me in the major leagues. I said, Malin, you won the America's Cup 4 times. You own the San Diego Padres. If you're not major league, I don't know what major league is. He wrote us a wonderful testimonial. And Mike completed that book without ever meeting him. Right? It was all on the phone. It was just phone conversations, and wrote a wonderful book called Community Before Self, 70 Years of Making Waves. And he was a joy to work with. What a great guy. When we were talking to him before we did the deal, he said, well, what's your deadline to have this done, Malin? Malin said, Atia, I'm 89 years old. Please refrain from using the word deadline. I'm not.
Yeah.
He has a contract with Elon Musk to take himself and 2 friends to the moon on his 100th birthday, which is 8 years from now. So wouldn't be surprised if they do it.
You will be surprised?
I won't be.
He might not be the first one.
Right.
He probably won't. I wouldn't bet against Elon.
Do you think he'll come back?
Well, coming back is a whole nother question. That 1 year. Jump off. Marion says, just jump off. And we always celebrated the moon last night. We had a blue moon, a farmer's moon.
Oh, the blue moon. Yeah.
No, it's Hunter's Moon.
Wonderful.
Hunter's Moon.
Hunter's Moon, right. Not really Farmer's Moon.
But it's a blue moon.
It is a blue moon.
Well, there were 2 of them this month. Yeah.
I don't know if Beth's paying attention.
Well, because the Steelers game's down to the last 40 seconds.
Oh, okay. We can't
She talked already.
Really?
Yeah, Bethy talked.
Oh, that's right. So she introduced her crazy cousin, her crazy sister. It's really wonderful. I have enjoyed every second. Thank you all for celebrating,
for
for being our
honoring
friends.
us to be part of
Oh, no.
a happy moment in our
I'm
love.
proud to be able to look at
no.
people who look back on 2020 with fondness.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And we look forward to welcoming you all to Casa Magia whenever that makes sense again. And it will surely sometime.
Is that the name of your house?
That's our house. It's Casa Magia, Casa della Magia,
House
House of Magic.
Did you rename it or was
We
it named
renamed it. It was named
You named it.
Whimsy House, which I thought was just a little too
Whimsy,
precious.
no way.
It's like
Down
our
Main.
house was Sea Haven.
Yeah.
Just
How original is that?
Right.
so boring.
Right.
There's no mail delivery in Carmel, so your house has to have a name. So our house is Casa Magia. And Magia means magic in at least 4 languages, including Spanish and Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
How about German?
No, doesn't mean magic in German.
How
What's
do you
magic
say-
in German?
Nothing in German ends in A.
How is magic? What?
Magisch, Magie.
Magie.
So you say it
Magischer
backwards.
House.
That's sort of backwards.
Sound good.
Well, German doesn't have a very nice sound.
No, it
I
doesn't.
can get away with saying that.
No, absolutely.
Harsh.
Harsh.
So you were born in Germany. Colette and Nina were born in Germany.
Kelly was born in Germany.
Kelly was born in Germany.
You were born in Germany?
Yeah.
I was born in Fürstenfeldburg, Germany.
And Mike Malone was born in Germany.
You were?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fürstenfeldbruck, just outside of Munich.
Where?
Bavarian. What city?
Fürstenfeldbruck.
Fürstenfeldbruck.
Yeah.
You know, Bavaria is my favorite, one of my favorite places on earth. This is
Bavaria.
now, of course, this is now my favorite. When all my years, I sometimes closed my eyes and I was thinking, if I can one day, I love to live near an ocean, any ocean, any water. My birth sign, July, is Cancer. I'm so drawn to the ocean. And
Yeah.
I am.
What I thought
They
that
were
was the water one.
Me
Bad news.
So how interesting. How many years did you grow up there, Mike?
What's bad news?
Hayward's got a bad leg injury.
Mike, how long did you live in Germany?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just 2 years. My dad was stationed there.
Oh.
When he came back.
A year.
We're gonna sign off. Congratulations.
Bye to you. Bye.
Bye,
Mira, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Oh, Matt's gonna say goodbye.
For being there with us.
See you all.
See you, Matt.
Congratulations, newlyweds.
All right.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Congratulations.
Bye, North Carolina. Bye, Cleveland.
Oh, George, no,
Los Angeles. Bye, Pittsburgh.
Bye, Chapel Hill.
Have fun.
Bye, Shingle Mill.
Now.
Steelers just won.
Bye.
Hey,
Amazing
Bye,
friends
Redwood
and
City.
family.
It is an amazing.
hey, Joe.
Yes.
Joe,
Italian.
Yeah.
just so you know, next week the Cowboys play the Steelers, and I hope Ben has a hell of a good game, but I hope they lose.
I hope he throws for 500 yards and 6 touchdowns and they still lose.
Right.
They're
Still
playing
lose.
Dallas, right?
Had a great game.
And the Steelers beat the Ravens today. Game's over.
They beat the Ravens. Yay. We hate
Yeah,
them.
28-24. Game's over.
Yeah.
7-0. 7-0.
Yeah.
But they used to be the Cleveland Browns. They moved them to Baltimore.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to hate
See you, Joe. See you, Hedda.
both live in Baltimore.
Things. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, congratulations.
Thank you
Because they
so
hate the
much.
Ravens so much.
Thank you.
Oh,
We call you soon. Same thing.
it's like being a Trump supporter.
Bye, Cleveland.
Bye, bye, guys. I love you.
Bye,
Take care.
Atlanta. Bye, Palo Alto.
Bye, Susan.